I think to some extent it's a sign of desperation. Their stocks of missiles are probably running low. Obviously, the actual number of missiles that any given country manufactures are pretty closely guarded secret, so we don't know exactly what stocks of what missiles the Russians have. These very old, large missiles were originally developed to attack aircraft carriers and maybe even carry nuclear warheads. So they're quite large, cumbersome old weapons. So the fact that the Russians are resorting to using these weapons shows that their stocks of the more modern missiles are probably running down. Now, the attack on the shopping centre in Ukraine that happened a couple of days ago, that was using a KH-22 missile, which is a very old missile, which is air-launched, uses liquid rocket fuel, something that generally NATO missiles don't use because it's so volatile. And its accuracy is debatable. So whether they were actually targeting that shopping centre or maybe a nearby factory is open to question. Most of these missiles have several different guidance methods. So some use inertial navigation, that is, the missile effectively knows where it was launched from and then can calculate where it is based on that. That's not terribly accurate on itself. It normally needs a secondary backup, such as a GPS type guidance system, or a radar homing system, or more modern weapons have visual optical guidance where they can recognize the target against a sort of a library, so they know what they're shooting at. These weapons, if they're originally designed to sink warships or large warships, those explosives are very large and are going to destroy the ship. But a 1,000-pound bomb, it might take out one building, but in terms of strategic effect, it's quite an expensive way to destroy. If you're trying to destroy a city, it's going to be very expensive to do it using missiles. That is primarily why the Russians are using artillery, good old-fashioned guns that aren't terribly accurate but can pump out hundreds of shells an hour to destroy towns and villages in Ukraine. The KH-22, which was used in the shopping centre attack, is a conventional cruise missile, supersonic, still very fast, but obviously the newer generation of hypersonic missiles, which are only just coming into service and are not actually proven, obviously their massive advantage is speed. That when you've got a missile arriving at potentially Mach 6, 7, 8, 9, it's very hard to defend or react against that system if you're a ship. So, yeah, these older systems at least are proven. The hypersonic generation will be a big threat. Whether they're actually a threat right now is debatable. It would be very difficult to offer Ukraine complete air defense against all Russian missiles. It'd be an almost impossible task. What we could offer are more systems to protect high-value targets, such as command centers or weapon storage areas or other military targets.